How are waves formed? Have you ever wondered how waves are formed? They seem to be carrying water across the shore, but in reality, it's not water that moves forward. Today, let's dive into how waves are made and how they work. Let's start with the most common cause of waves: wind. When wind blows across the surface of the water, it pushes the water, creating ripples. Imagine blowing on a bowl of soup. The surface ripples because your breath pushes it. The same happens in the ocean. When wind blows, it pushes the water, forming waves. Waves aren't always caused by wind. Sometimes, underwater movements, like earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, can also create waves. These massive waves are known as tsunamis. Tsunamis are much more powerful than regular waves and can travel across oceans, crashing onto shorelines with great force. Another force behind waves is gravity. The moon's pull on Earth causes tides, but it can also create waves when the water moves up and down. The gravitational pull of both the moon and the sun affects the way waves move along the ocean, making them bigger or smaller depending on their location. Now let's talk about how waves actually work. When wind blows over the water, it transfers energy to the surface, making the water rise and fall in a wave shape. But the water itself doesn't travel very far. Each drop of water only moves up and down while the energy continues to move forward, passing through the water. Waves have some important parts. The highest point of a wave is called the crest, and the lowest point is called the trough. The distance between two crests is known as the wavelength. These parts help us describe and understand the wave's movement and size. There are different kinds of waves. On calm days, gentle winds can create small ripples on the water. These are easy to spot on lakes or oceans when there's little wind. On windier days, strong winds can create bigger waves, perfect for surfers to ride. And then, there are the huge waves caused by tsunamis, waves that travel vast distances across the ocean after an earthquake. So why are waves so important? First, they play a big role in the ocean's ecosystem. Waves bring oxygen into the water, which helps fish and other sea creatures breathe. They also help mix up the nutrients in the ocean, feeding plants and animals that live there. Waves aren't just important for marine life though. For people, waves are great for surfing and swimming. In some places, waves even help produce energy. There are special machines that use the movement of the waves to create electricity. Here's a fun fact. The size of a wave depends on three things: how strong the wind is, how long the wind blows, and how far it travels across the water. All these factors combine to create waves of different sizes and strengths. So the next time you see waves rolling onto the beach, you'll know that it's not just water moving, it's energy traveling through the ocean. Waves are formed by the wind, underwater movements, and even gravity, all working together to shape the beautiful patterns we see on the surface of the water. Thanks for watching.